Gypsy Rose Blanchard gets married in prison. ET can confirm the 30-year-old tied the knot with Ryan Scott Anderson in Missouri on June 27 amid the 10-year prison sentence she's currently serving. Little is known about Gypsy's new husband, but according to their marriage license, we know Ryan hails from Louisiana. But Ryan wasn't Gypsy's first serious romance in prison. She was previously engaged to a man named Ken in 2019. They met through the prison's pen pal program, but the two called it off that same year. Gypsy's currently serving time in prison for the 2015 murder of her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard.
How would you describe your mom?
Unique. I used to always think that maybe she's a little overprotective. So if I had to say one word about her, it would be overprotective.
Dee Dee suffered from Munchausen syndrome by proxy and manipulated Gypsy into thinking she needed a wheelchair and was suffering from a series of chronic illnesses.
What illnesses did your mom say that you had?
Asthma, epilepsy, hearing impaired, vision impaired, fed with a feeding tube, paralyzed from the waist down.
After years of suffering, Gypsy met Nicholas Gudajan online. They formed a relationship and concocted a plan to kill Dee Dee, which they did in 2015. In 2019, their story was turned into a miniseries called The Act, starring Joey King and Patricia Arquette.
I wonder what it would look like if it grew in.
Probably be a rat's nest like mine.
To be able to portray a story like this, it's really a once-in-a-lifetime type of opportunity. And it means the world going into something like this with all that support behind you. It's been such a really just great experience.
Joey, who completely transformed for this role, spoke to ET on set and explained why the public's perception of Gypsy might change after watching the series.
There's a lot of different opinions out there. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't sympathize with her at all. She murdered somebody and that's wrong. And then there's other people who are out there who are like, wow, this girl went through so much. I can't believe she's in prison. And I really think both parties are gonna come out of this show with a new perspective of Gypsy, especially the people who think that she, deserves to just sit in prison. I mean, when you see what this girl went through.
In 2016, Gypsy pled guilty to second-degree murder and will be eligible for parole in 2024. As for Nicholas, he was convicted of first-degree murder in 2018 and is currently serving a life sentence.